I'm going to have to poke some fun at Kenny to start this out, just to stop from crying, because I've already filled up the Ohio River in the last 10 days. I needed help in the worst way at St. John's. And it wasn't basketball help between the lines. It was more outside the lines, marketing, management, sports information, all departments that were negligent for about 20 to 25 years. But it all started in the Big East. We were in 4 or 5 conferences in Louisville, and it really took off when we were in the Big East because we won back-to-back championships. And the night before one of the championships, I said, Kenny, you've done such an unbelievable job. I've got to take you out to the best restaurant in New York City, Il Molino. Famous all the way downtown. There's only like 8 or 9 tables in the place. Bunch of us are together. We're always with Kenny. You're laughing. He's whether it's a wedding, dipping women, whether it's dancing, Kenny is always the life of every party with a great smile. And he just bellowed out that I ordered pasta for everybody, and the entree order came, and Kenny said, Coach, what should I order? I said, Kenny, order the osso buco. It's the best in the city, and you probably have never had it. He said, yeah, I'll try it. I said, it'll be great, Kenny. We all had a great meal, drank some wine. Kenny drank, and the night before, I called up the owner, Fernando. I said, Fernando, do you serve Maker's Mark? It was a big wine place, and he said, I'm not sure, Coach. I said, could you go out and get some Maker's Mark? He said, I'll be happy to. How many of you will drink that? I said, just one, but he'll finish it. So dinner was over, and everybody said how delicious the food was, and Kenny said, Coach, you were right. That buco was just awesome. I said, no, Kenny, it's osso buco. It's not awesome buco. And from that point on, Kenny always would go out and we'd talk about that. But every single place in New York became more and more special. But this time around, we had a partner that's coming to New York as well, Donna. And I wanted everything to be perfect for Donna. Got a really nice apartment on campus, got him his car. And when we walked in, I said, there's one problem. I know we're going to have a major problem here because the bed was about 5 feet off the ground. And Donna was going to be able to get into it. She was an athlete, but Kenny was going to have difficulties with this. Next day, Kenny says, how did you and Donna sleep? Coach, I think it's a little hard, that bed as well. I said, let me go over there. And I realized the bed was not only 5 feet tall, but it was just a box spring. There was no mattress. And I could just envision Donna and Kenny bouncing up and down on that thing to the ceiling. We got him a beautiful mattress the next day, and we tried to lower the bed. But Donna became every bit a part of the fabric of St. John's basketball. Kenny would ask this constantly, and I would say, Kenny, stop asking. She's on our team. He would always say, can Donna come on the bus? Can Donna get on the plane? I said, there's no more asking. Donna is part of this team. So she rode on every bus trip, every plane trip. I heard her on every timeout, every change of leads, we heard Donna. I got every hug after every victory, and we didn't lose much at Madison Square Garden. It was his most special 2 years of coaching for me. When I walked out, I'd wave to my wife, and I had him to my left. The first game of the season, apparently at Carnesecca, it was very crowded at the scorer's table, and Kenny wasn't there. And I called up the AD. I said, where's Kenny? And he said, he's just got up and sat elsewhere because it was so crowded. I said, no, we're not starting this game. Ref, hold on. I need 30 seconds. Get Kenny next to me. We're going to lose this damn game if he's not next to me. He came and he sat there next to me on every game as I walked out. See, my children and my wife adored Kenny Klein. There was nobody better in life than Kenny. See, when you talk about a great athlete, a great leader, it's always their presence elevates everybody around them. The great basketball player that steps onto the court, or the great quarterback in the huddle, he elevates everyone. See, there's very few people in life that can do that without scoring a lot of points, and that was Kenny Klein. Kenny Klein elevated all of us. And it's a very somber day because he's no longer with us. But so many incredible memories, 17 years at Louisville, 2 years inseparable at St. John's. He made every single practice, every single day on his computer, didn't miss a second of practice for 2 years. And I wore a microphone in practice, and he'd get up once in a while, and I said, "Where are you going?" He said, "I'm going to the restroom. Is it okay?" I said, "Hurry up, the next drill's really important." But can you imagine that? 6 days a week, every single day. He never missed a practice. After every game, we all went out uptown, had a cheap hamburger, cheap fries, and onion rings at 1 and 2 in the morning, and left. Donna and Kenny got back to Queens. We just had the greatest 2 years. I spent 17 years with him, but we were inseparable for the last 2. And Donna was with us every step along the way. But you know, it's difficult to say goodbye to someone you love so much. And we all talk about celebrating life. And without question, we have to celebrate. If anyone deserves celebration in life and true honor to celebrate that life, it's Kenny Klein. There's no better dad. There's no better husband. There's no better friend. There's no better SID to the media. There's no better meeting a person on the street than Kenny Klein with that smile. So we honor, we celebrate, because he is the most special person I've met in my 73 years. Kenny, I'm never going to say goodbye to you. I'm going to look over at that empty seat to the left. And for everybody in this room, we won't say goodbye. We'll just keep him in our hearts forever. Thank you.